How to string a Toro Weedeater. Toro has provided lawn care equipment since the early 1900s, and its electric trimmers have been popular sellers. The trimmers range from 7 to 15 feet and are used by gardeners and homeowners to trim weeds and grass. While many characteristics of the trimmers have changed, the way to replace the trimmer lines has remained basically the same. All it takes is a trip to a home improvement store for the line and 2 minutes working the trimmer to get it back into action. Things you will need: bulk line of 0.065 inch diameter by 10 feet. Toro trimmer. WD-40. Removing the old line. Turn over the trimmer so the bottom is exposed. Rotate the cap on the spool in a counterclockwise direction. Remove the spool from the cutter head. If the spring falls off from the spool, place the spring back onto the spool. Remove any leftover cutting line and throw it away. Clean the cutter head and inspect for damage. Add WD-40 or some other mechanical grease to the eyelet. Adding the new line. Hook one end of the new line onto the slot on the spool. Allow no more than 1/8 inch to protrude through the top of the slot. Wind the line between the spool flanges in the counterclockwise direction with the bump knob on the spool facing downward. Hold the line and spool and fish the line through the eyelet on the cutter head. Make sure no more than 3 inches of line protrudes from the eyelet. Place the cap back on the cutter head and rotate in a clockwise direction to tighten. Tips: warnings. If the trimmer will not start, check to make sure the line was wound clockwise. If wound in the wrong direction, the cutter head will not spin. If the line is wound the right way and still won't spin, check that no more than 1/8 inch is pushed through the spool slot. Home improvement stores now sell spools that are pre-wound in Toro models. These directions will also apply to most of the Toro gas trimmers with a few exceptions. If you use line that is not 0.065 diameter nylon monofilament, the trimmer line can cut close or skin or overload the motor and cause a fire. If the spool cap and cutter head are not fully tightened, the items can be thrown when the trimmer is started back up.